Everybody, Joseph back here again today, here to bring you something different. I'm going to share some stuff that has happened to me in the past, stuff that are paranormal, and I am a paranormal investigator, and I want to share some EVPs. So kids, please, if you're watching any of this, I would advise you to turn back and not listen to this. It gets very eerie, very creepy, and it gets very disturbing. So I will not talk during the video, all except I will say like EVP 1, EVP 2, and all that. So first EVP, here we go. First EVP. Second EVP, here we go. Second EVP. Third EVP. Third EVP. Fourth EVP. Fourth EVP. Here we go. Fifth EVP. Here's the other EVP. Here is one of the disturbing EVPs right here. This is one of them. Another one is with the last one out of this stack of EVPs is disturbing. So let's get to it. Here we go. That was it for that stack of EVPs. I told you it would get very disturbing. Now, all this is coming from the inside of the building that I used to live in, not realizing that I was living in that building with these things. I know that a lot of people are very skeptical about spirits and ghosts and all that. Now, to be honest with you people that are very skeptical about that, that proves right there that these things are real. They are very dangerous. And they are very dangerous to deal with. So I will move on to the a different set of EVPs. Now this one took place. This next set takes place at the library down the street from me. And now, mind you, I had an old friend with me, and we went and we had caught some stuff, very disturbing things. The first one says hi, and that is 1 minute 11 seconds. So I will show you that now, and here we go. Here is from the other set. Here is the EVP that says hi. You can hear it very clearly. So here we go. Second EVP is 1 minute and 59 seconds, and this one says no. We had asked a question, and I had mentioned that because there was a little girl that was blind, and she was a real nice little girl, and she was blind, she was deaf, and one day at recess she couldn't find her way and she fell into a pond. That story I will explain at the end of the video also. So let's get to it. Here it is, and mind you, you can tell the difference because this one is demonic. So you can tell by the voice change of the spirit. So here we go. Sorry about that. Stupid paper fell. Anyways, Next, is even more disturbing. It's very faint, so you're going to have to listen very carefully. And this one says, "Help me." And it's coming from the little girl, and it's coming from the inside of the library. And I will explain that too. So let's get to that EVP. So here's the other EVP, the last EVP out of this set. Like I said, it's going to be very faint, so you're going to have to listen very carefully. Let's get to it. Here we go. People that are watching this, you may just hear static because it wasn't loud enough. And the story behind of the whole footsteps and all that you hear in the building that I was talking about is I was living in there for a few months, and I didn't realize that these things have been living in there with me. Now, mind you, it was an old church building, and all these things just began to happen. Well, I had this dog, and she was a pit bull, and her name was Faith, and she was a really good dog. And what I've noticed was that she would perk up a lot, and she would run to the door. She would start growling, and her ears would perk up. So basically, when she would run to the door, she would start growling at something that wasn't there. So that just says that there was something there that I couldn't see. And Faith picked it up right away. And, like I said, she was a really good dog. She was a really good pit bull. It was very disturbing to hear these EVPs going. Another time, I had her in a cage, and, doors were locked. And to my apartment door, it was locked as well. I was with my son Austin one day, and I went to his other grandma's, for a day or two. And my mom had called me, and with this very weird phone call. She called me in this weird, with this weird phone call, and she didn't sound right. So I figured, I would, and I didn't answer it the first time, so I looked and I seen that she picked up. Well, I called her, and she said that my dog was out of her cage. Okay, the cage was sealed. Well, when I got back, and I came home that same day, the door was open to my apartment, and the cage was opened, and she was upstairs, and she didn't want to come near me for some reason. She was very scared, very freaked out. Well, I've noticed that her paw was bleeding. And there was some glass on the floor, and she had cut herself. Well, come to find out, I wound up staying home, and we spent time with each other, and I got to play with her outside for a while, and she didn't want to be near me for a few days. So something was up, something was wrong. Now, with the library, there was a little girl that was blind. She was deaf. She couldn't see. She couldn't hear. Well, they were outside for recess one day. Now, somebody should have been with her, and I felt so bad for her, and I hope that she rests in peace. She was a real young little girl, and she, the whistle had blown, and somebody, like I said, somebody should have been with her at that time. Somebody should have known that, hey, she was blind. She couldn't hear, and somebody should have stood right there with her at that time. Well, they were going. Well, she fell into a pond behind the library. There used to be a pond there, and she drowned, and she died. She passed away, and it was really sad to hear on her story, and I hope that she rests in peace. And whatever is holding her in that library, I hope that, if I can get a team going, hopefully we can set her free. I've been in there and I've checked out, the upstairs area, the attic area, and come to find out, there was a lot of weird things going on in the attic area, and paint cans being brushed off, the tarp being pulled, a whole gust of cold air blew right through me, and I got out of there, and I'm thinking, hey, we need to investigate this, and I showed no fear whatsoever, and the council wouldn't do it. 4 people out of the council said that we should, and the head honcho of the council said, no, we won't allow that. And one of the 4 members said, hey, if these hauntings continue and they harm these kids, it's on you. And they said, no, we don't care. We don't want them in there. But yeah, anyways, if you like the video, throw a thumbs up, throw it a like, and please subscribe. It would help out my channel very much so. And leave a comment down in the comment section. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.